your horror movie podcast. You guys like stuff? I love stuff. Justin loves stuff. Sean loves stuff. You're going to love this stuff. All right. That's all I got.
Welcome back, #slash. I don't know if you can tell, but we're watching the stuff this week.
I picked it because the wheel said so.
This fucking Magic 8-Ball picked a movie. All right, at least give me a fucking expectation rating, something, man.
All right, so for my expectation rating, coming from the slow burn of the burning, I'm gonna give it a solid 6.7.
I'm gonna give it a thick 0.5.
6.5. So I
Cinco de water, boy.
I have a lot of higher expectations for this movie. So going into this, I didn't see anything about it at all.
Has anyone seen my stapler? The
Red
Twin.
What is happening right now?
Justin, give me your expectation rating. And had you ever seen this movie before?
I have seen it. I saw
it's got lots of lights and sounds.
It does.
Yeah, so I saw this movie a long time ago, way back when I would just probably like drink too much and watch dumb horror movies. So I definitely remembered part of it. I remember it being weird as hell. And yeah, it certainly was.
The side of your head looks like you're being consumed by the stuff.
Yeah, what is going on there? What the?
That's
very odd. But yeah, so I mean, I remember it being really weird, but I don't remember loving it. So I was kind of nervous for the rewatch because I remembered like weird stuff happening out of mouths, but then I'm like, I don't know. So I'd probably say my expectation was like a 5.8.
My expectation going into this, believe it or not, was going to be an 8 because I'd never heard of this movie until we started the podcast. And then every time I went to go stumble across it, the premise seemed so incredible and wild and what they could do with it.
Yep.
I refused to watch anything. I refused to even learn what it was about. I didn't want to know any characters, any actors, supporting actors, directors, fucking nothing. Because I wanted to go in blind 1000% into this movie and just let it unfold in front of my eyes. So we'll see how that plays out.
I'm just really sad that nobody like put this on like a graham cracker with Hershey's chocolate or something.
Oh man!
Well, you like s'mores?
I feel
like s'mores, something I haven't had before.
I feel like we dropped the ball for not eating like yogurt or like frozen like ice cream or yogurt,
Justin,
or ice cream or something.
What?
Justin,
what?
The amount of shit you get into on a consistent basis with just bananas.
Yeah,
I don't think putting a white substance in or around your mouth during this fucking podcast
fair enough
is a good idea.
Justin, wait, fluff has way too much sugar anyway. You would not do good with that.
No, it's good.
He'd be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I try to keep it sugar free up in here. So,
he would go back to work tomorrow morning at 6:30 just to act like the Tasmanian devil.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about some stuff. So we start off with very interesting scene of some random old guy named Harry. And
I restarted this 3 times because I thought I was missing something.
Who would finger the ground and just start eating it, bro?
Right away, we start with just this guy on the ground who looks like he's eating snow. They literally say, like, are you eating snow, Harry? It's like, no, it's delicious. We can sell it. It's bubbling from the earth. Okay. And then we cut right away to a family where we see young Jason waking up and he goes to the fridge. And right away, we see like a yogurt tipped over. And it almost looks like the stuff. It's labeled the stuff. It like moved itself back into the container. As we see his dad wakes up and he's like, "Did you see that?" And his dad's like, "What are you doing? Like, I don't like get back to sleep."
Dude, his dad is such an asshole.
What an asshole! Right off the bat, like, what the hell kind of dad is that? Just yells at him that he was
you touching my stuff.
Yeah, like just get back to sleep.
I thought you was a goddamn robber.
Yeah, like absolutely insane. And then we literally cut like some weird cuts in the beginning of this movie. You go from like just a guy eating snow to we meet the family to all of a sudden now where we see a business people on a boat and it's rich competitors of the stuff. And they're talking about hiring a guy, an industrial spy, who used to work for the FBI to penetrate the stuff company to get the.
Did you just?
I got a real quick question for you before you introduce this next character.
Yeah,
we're gonna backtrack to the dad real quick.
Okay.
I know for a fact that both of y'all's dads had that bathrobe at some point in y'all childhood.
100%. Yeah, he's like nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god! Of course you noticed that. Yeah, so this industrial spy, he used to work for the FBI to penetrate the stuffs company to get the info because these people are so pissed. They can't even replicate the taste. They can't even find the ingredients. All these people, because the stuff is selling off the shelves, unbelievable record sales, and these other people are trying to replicate it, and there's like no info talking about how the FDA approved it, but there's like no info. They don't even understand. They didn't disclose the ingredients.
They drop something like the Coca-Cola secret formula, like they don't have to disclose it if it's not harmful or something like that.
Exactly, and they ruled it not harmful, so it's all good. So
they did really good covering that too, instead of being like, "Oh, it's a giant mystery."
Yeah,
it follows under this like statute of whatever limitation.
It's a dessert.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then like literally, as we get another real quick cut to the family, and we see like Jason just randomly freaking out. Don't eat the stuff. This dude is like throwing a fit in the kitchen, freaking out, like hitting it out of the way. Like he is just absolute animate that you should not be eating the stuff. And then we cut right away to a commercial shoot of the stuff. We see like models and everything. And
we see grandmas.
Yeah, we see grandmas.
That lady doing the opening scene, it should have been played by like a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
She was easily like retired.
It was an interesting choice. And we have David, who is the hired spy, but is also, I mean, his nickname's Mo. Isn't that kind of weird? Yeah. Why's your name David, but your nickname
Do you want to know why my friends call me Mo?
Dude,
because how many times every time someone gives me money, I always want Mo.
Mo,
I feel like he said that like 3 times or something.
Yeah, he says it 3 times with like 3 different explanations each time.
Within like a 5-minute span, he just kept telling that. And then he's basically girl Nicole, and he tells her he wants to go to business with her and stuff. And he's trying to, penetrate the. Ooh, I didn't even see that. Oh,
penetrate because his limo is much
better. Penetrate the company.
The stuff.
By hanging around with you guys, it made it so bad that now I say it and I'm catching myself. Anyway, so these awesome cutbacks that Jason just losing his mind is insane because we literally get right back to Jason and he's in the store. He's in the store and he's running through the aisles, knocking all the. I mean, the amount of shelf space the stuff get is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's outside of fridges. It's in the freezer section. It's on display.
Dude. Yeah,
it is everywhere. You can eat it cold. You can eat it room temperature. You can eat it frozen.
It's in every aisle,
tell me this entire scene did not remind you of Justin running through a supermarket as a child, trying to tell people not to drink energy drinks past 6 p.m.
Actually, that sounds about right. Yeah, right? That's so unhealthy for you, dude.
It's gonna interfere with your sleep. Let's go. Anyway, he's screaming, it's gonna kill you. It's all crazy. And then we get right back to Mo, and we cut to Mo now. He is interviewing Mr. Vickers from the FDA, basically saying, like, what is this stuff? How's it made? And he's like, it's good. It's really good. So, and he's basically saying, it's fine. I love it. I even feed it to my dog. And
I use it as dog food too. Look, he's only a year old and he's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's basically like that. A lot of people on the FDA approval, they talk about it on the approval panel. They've all like moved out of country. They're all dead. But he's like, I got documents with names and everything. So he gives, and you can tell this guy's like acting a little weird, but
nothing confidential. Nothing confidential.
He gives Mo all the documents and names and everything. So Mo is like, okay, so Mo bails, and we see him outside a stuff stand, almost like a Dairy Queen, but it looks like stuff.
I just gotta go back to that scene. He didn't even try the stuff. He's just literally just doesn't care. Like, so
this guy has amazing self-control.
Yeah, that is actually really incredible.
Yeah, because I think that stand, Justin, he's like, it's 2:30 in the morning and they're still eating it.
That's what exactly. I was gonna say, you see people at 2:30 and this place is packed like a Friday night. People are still going in. And then we get a real quick flashback to the place where he just left, where we see the dog of Mr. Victor's dog. Like,
dude, the scene of the dog, dude.
This acting, the only good acting in this entire scene was from the dog.
From the dog. Like, Mr. Vickers is getting attacked. It's the most ridiculous fight I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure the dog pulls the phone cord out of the wall of his mouth.
It like attacks him, and then while he's on the phone, the dog stops attacking him and walks up to the wall, chomps down on the phone cord, and rips the entire thing out of the wall.
And then
it looks like he was about to woof him down. Yeah.
And then he attacks him, and then we see like the dog's mouth. We see white foam start pouring out of his mouth, and I'm just like,
amazing
dear God.
Effects.
I'm like, what the hell are we even watching? So anyway, we see Mo now. He's going to investigate. We get him moving on, stopping at a gas station post office combo. And he asked the gas station attendee for like some names and stuff. And all of a sudden, this dude just books it. This dude like runs for the hill.
You want to wash your hands? I just put in a new towel.
Yeah, this dude bails, and all of a sudden we see like a car pull up. And as he goes to investigate this car, he gets jumped, and he's wrestling around fighting this guy. And then he realizes it's Chocolate Chip Charlie. And,
love this name, love it,
dude. Like, what is even happening?
Did you see he like jumped over the entire car? Like he
jumps over and does like karate moves on him. And then he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Chocolate Chip Charlie." And then like he's like, "They stole my company." And they ended up both investigating the same company, I guess. Like, I'm so confused
so
how
they decided to like team up.
Yeah, so all of a sudden they're best friends. They team up and they go into the post office. They find that all the everyone that was involved in this in the panel, all their forwarding addresses is to Midland, Georgia. And leave us alone, like they all went to Midland, Georgia.
Dude,
and all of a sudden
this clerk at the post office trading post thing or whatever he is.
Whatever you want to call this.
What the fuck is going on with it? He just leave us alone.
Yeah, just leave us
We
alone.
ain't bothering nobody.
Oh,
My stomach.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's not feeling so good. So this messed up postal clerk, these fucking clerks, I tell you, man.
Oh, dude.
There's a lot of weird ones.
Should have been carriers.
Anyway, so these clerks go in the back room and all of a sudden we start seeing white stuff coming out of his mouth. The weird transition of I don't even know how to I don't even know how to explain it. Just
the gargling and like he opened his mouth. Him and Johnny Sins would have got along great.
Oh my god. That's funny.
So
that's funny that the clerk was having that happen.
All right, let's please try to keep this clean for the love of God. So basically, we got Chocolate Chip Charlie and Mo go out there.
I tell you, it's not clean. That guy's throat.
Yeah, and we see. God.
Sorry.
So we see the guy. He looks dead, and they're like, "Oh hell no! Like, where's this stuff go? Like, the stuff like it exited the building." So they go outside, and they all of a sudden
I hope
realize,
you got a weapon, Charlie.
Yeah, they go outside.
How many times I gotta tell you, my hands are lethal weapons.
And as they realize they're being followed, they just start running for their life right into Sean's fire.
I don't even know what's going on at this point in the movie.
It's there's just white cream and just people going
everywhere.
crazy.
It's weird.
It's like I'm watching the Crazies mixed with like a foam party.
It's not a slow burn though. Gotta tell you,
it's slow. All right. All right, so Chocolate Chip Charlie and Mo make it to the boat now. This battle scene looks like they're pumping Kansas shaving cream. I guess the more stuff you eat, the less human you become. But one of the guys attacking them is so god awful. When he gets into the water, instead of like holding onto the boat, it looks like he shoves them off. Like, have a good day, guys.
I was so confused by that.
They make it to the diner, and Mo decides now, of all times, is a good time to split up. Triple C is going to DC, though, and Mo heads off to the inner city. Some curbside stuff vendor radios in like this is a fucking Mission Impossible movie, Mo's location. And then out of nowhere, we see an ice cream stuff truck come barreling ass around the corner, and it tries to take Mo out. Wildly unsuccessful. One could say this drives Mo to take up a meeting with the CEO of the stuff. He goes up there, and they're having a conversation, and even this dude won't eat it. Mo asks him why not. He says his doctor won't let him. He talks Mo in circles, basically saying that he knows nothing. He's the wrong guy to ask these questions. He's just the money that fuels the production, and to just let it go. He then pulls out a thick envelope with $1,000 bills.
Yeah,
it isn't the stuff.
Mo decides, because his name is Mo, and whenever he sees money, he wants Mo of it. He takes the cash and he leaves. He goes and meets up with Nicole as they go for a walk where he confesses everything that's going on. Mo decides that he's going to head out and meet Jason, the boy who trashed the grocery store, a.k.a. Justin, having a temper tantrum at 8 years old. Although Justin is in his room fully grounded, but he ventures out to see what everyone's doing, only to find all the food in his house has been completely replaced with organic, healthy substitutes called the stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
His family has fucking been inhaling it. Mom has even lost 5 pounds, and she's never felt better.
Never felt better.
Wow, I gotta
try to force feed this shit to Justin, Jason, whatever you want to call him right now. And he's just not having it. And they tell him he needs to go to his bedroom and eat a pint of the stuff in order to get off of punishment. So he does the smart thing. He says, all right. He goes upstairs, empties that shit out, flushes it down the toilet while it's thrown a conniption. It looks like a science experiment gone wrong that he's trying to flush down the fucking toilet.
It's like the Blob.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And he just instead replaces it with shaving cream, even tops it off real nice, makes it look very believable, goes downstairs and says he can't wait to have more as he's eating spoonfuls of fucking shaving cream. But this dad is just a giant piece of shit. And even he doesn't believe it. So he tries it and he realizes it's shaving cream.
This motherfucker.
Jason just takes off out of the house 1,000 miles an hour. The entire family is now chasing him down the street. And what happens, Justin? Jason gets picked up by Mo, who Jason's never met in his entire life. I can fucking guarantee you that. But he gets right in the car because this is the fucking 80s and stranger danger is not a thing yet.
I thought that was so weird. He just like goes with them.
Yeah. And then once he's in the car, dude, he throws up his 5 o'clock shadow all over Mo's backseat.
I've got supplements in here for you, kid.
And he takes him to an airport.
Dude, so he gets on an airplane.
So this fucking kid runs away from his family, gets picked up by a complete stranger, and thinks it's okay to take a private jet from Virginia to Georgia.
But he's never been in one of those planes
he doesn't live in Virginia. He lives somewhere else.
He's never been in one of those kinds of planes before.
This movie is out of control. I'm just going to say that. This movie's out of control.
Okay, so moving on, Mo and Nicole take off, and they leave the sleeping kid with the pilot, and they say, hey, if we're not back in 3 hours, keep him entertained, and wait at the airport for further instructions. So Mo and No then take a limo to the stuff factory, and the pilot is immediately smothered by the stuff. And the traveling man who followed them all the way from Virginia, how did this dude get here? Did he hold on to the plane? Was he a stowaway?
That's a postal worker, right?
Yeah, that's the clerk.
Dude, vindictive, man.
Don't even.
This guy gives me the fucking creeps.
These clerks, I tell you, man, these clerks.
But now we get Jason. He takes off with the plane. Over the mountains and through the woods to Fletcher Mines we go. You didn't want to sing along, Justin?
I'm good.
He usually only raps.
Yeah, sure. And he's still in his chair, so.
Good point.
It doesn't start spinning around. Yes, we're good.
Yep.
So Mo and No now get to the factory and they get their tour complete with unauthorized pitches that drive these employees fucking crazy. They're begging them not to take pitches. And somehow now we get a cutscene to Jason, who ran away from his family, got picked up by a stranger, hid in a private jet, and now is inside of a tanker. Not on it, not around it.
Inside it.
You never know, dude. Life puts you.
Dude, life comes at you fast.
If my kid fucking had half this ambition, he could conquer the world and I'd have a heart attack because fucking God knows we live in Massachusetts and his ass would be in Florida right now. And so it's nighttime now and it's clearly been more than 3 hours. But fuck Jason. Mo and No decide to get a hotel room and they go lay down together.
Fuck that kid.
My notes literally go completely ignoring the minor they kidnapped and transported across state lines. It's cool though. They're comfy in bed watching the stuff commercials because enough is never
80s, dude.
enough.
It's the 80s.
I'm just surprised they're not smoking in there.
Right.
They don't smoke.
Mo wakes up now and he is fully under attack from just a giant wad of stuff. This shit's like attached, slapped.
Dude. I just gotta say, dude, you're getting to the point where that guy's gonna be slammed up against the wall with that stuff. And it just reminded me of like, man, it's been months.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus Christ.
You know the feeling, guys.
Oh boy. All right.
All right. And speaking of that, dude, and like any sensible woman, she then pours lighter fluid from the lamp all over fucking Mo's face and then lights that shit on fire. Right. Then in the process of this, dude, some random guy jumps in and then tries to kill them before they set his ass on fire as well. Guys, this hotel is like very Stanley Kubrick from The Shining mixed with like the scene from Nightmare on Elm Street where Johnny Depp gets it. when like the stuff is just rolling around the room and it's on
Yep.
fire and it's dripping. I thought it was incredible. Like I said, though, instead of blood, though, it's just a mountain of fluff. Mo and No follow a conga line of tankers to in the middle of the night to find the source of the stuff, and it literally just looks like Joe's swimming pool. So Waterboy, have fun taking a dip in this thick white wonderland.
It literally looks like if you could change like the Ghostbusters with a little purple goop in the sewers and just put fucking white fluff in there. That's what that shit is. I don't know, the ectoplasm.
It looked like whack-a-mole.
I don't know what those things were, dude. But so we're at the quarry and David knocks out one of the stuffies and makes his attempt at blending in with the rest of the stuffies. David then hears Jason inside of the truck and steals the truck before it was completely filled with that ooey goodness, along with blowing up the quarry and burying that shit right there.
You could tell this was a miniature scale model.
Yeah.
Like when it blew up.
Yeah. David meets back up with Nicole after she was getting attacked by the postman, well, the clerk, and gets his ass ran over with the stuff just oozing out of his body. Driving along, he gets pulled over by a cop who's also a stuffy, and they start fake eating it to get the cop over there before they knock him out and head back out to meet with Colonel Spears and proceeds to explain to him about the government and this thing controlling everybody like it's a conspiracy and it's just, controlling. And
is this fucking for real?
Dude, is this like
how do you get there? This man is in a castle in the middle of Georgia or wherever the fuck they drove to.
Just when I thought this movie couldn't get more just bizarre and just not making any sense. Dude. Yeah, like they said, what is happening right now?
There is no security precautions in entering this man's property, which is heavily armed by the military, by the way.
They're just waiting
for a bunch of what appears to be fucking teenagers hiding in tall grass, waiting for someone to fully drive onto their property so they can jump up like a bunch of kids in Chucky 3
Colonel Spears
and attack them with paintball guns.
He's Alex Jones. All right. So they make their plan and they head off to the stuff plant. All right. And break in with storming the whole place. And we see all that the stuffies are no longer stuffed with the stuff. And it's all just bunched up together as one big stuffy mess with Nicole and Jason narrowly escaping it. And it just.
Do you think they gave all the employees cyanide pills?
Could be. Definitely a possibility.
Or do you think the stuff was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out?
I think the stuff just
bailed.
It just came out, dude. And then, yeah. Nicole and Jason
went out for a pack of cigarettes, never came back.
But did you really just use the term premature, Justin?
No, not in a weird way. Premature stuff leaving. Leave.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on, Justin.
Right. Wow. Get your mind out of the gutter, dude.
I know. Who raised you?
God. We're going to have to cut this out, dude. We're about to lose.
We're trying to be likable. Get your shit together, man.
God, dude.
No one brought this on but you. All right. So why don't you go put a mirror in front of you and look at your reflection and take accountability?
How old are you, dude?
We got to stop. You guys are so good at being me. Oh my God. This is so good.
Are you fucking 5?
No, what?
Yes.
I quit. With Nicole and Jason narrowly escaping that shit. And now we're going to go into another plane flying out. Colonel Spears has a radio station apparently that he owns, of course, and plans on alerting everybody of how horrible this shit is.
He's an entrepreneur, Justin. Don't hate on him because he diversifies his revenue.
No, I get it. Smart.
Just in case you need to, tell the world of something.
Fuck stocks and bonds. Let's invest in AM radio.
Right?
Yeah.
Prior to going on the air, Chocolate Chip Charlie makes his appearance back there, but it turns out he's also got taken over and became a stuffy, opening up his mouth with that white shit coming out. And
so he went from chocolate chip to white chocolate chip chunk?
There you go. Rocky road, bro. And almost gets Nicole and Jason with David saving them through the glass that really wasn't glass and it just sort of disappeared on screen. Still going through with the plan, they go on the air and alert everybody of how bad it is and to get rid of it, burn it, do whatever you can, get away from it. We get scenes of everybody burning the stuff in the street and ridding of all of it, with Nicole apologizing over TV for what she had done with advertising it and marketing it to the public. We got kids
This looks
screaming in the
like
background. They're
something
tired of the
straight
stuff.
out of like the late 80s, early 90s when you had like all the people in the streets burning like NWA CDs and shit.
Yeah.
Just light them all on fire in the streets.
It'll work.
Or like that time, when the Canucks lost to us in the playoff,
Yes.
Maybe when LeBron left Cleveland the first time.
In the office with the main culprit of it, getting it out there, David and Jason force them to eat the stuff, and they get what they deserve for almost marketing it as a new product, the taste. We end with what seems like drug dealers getting their fix on some of the stuff that didn't get destroyed, and we roll to credits.
Bro, the only way this movie could have ended any better is if Chocolate Chip Charlie was not possessed and he came in just throwing like some, Leroy fucking kung fu moves and punching dudes through the head with white shit just exploding everywhere.
Need no weapons!
That's the only way this would have been any better.
Oh.
All right, Justin. Before you start spinning in your chair and fucking checking out and making raps in your head.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this movie? What you thought? What could have made it better? What was your final rating?
What was your favorite stuff? All right.
You know what, Justin? Why don't you tell me your calories?
Hey, give me the whole thing. Don't be premature about it. Just
you gotta hit your macros, bro. You gotta
how many servings are in y'all sitting?
Let's say I'm just trying
to look. How many sittings are in your serving?
I'm trying to make sure I got 180 grams of protein every single day. Hit your macros. We can talk about that a little later on in the show if you want. But this was what? I was
going to say we work on a scale of 1 to 10, not 1 to 180.
180.
That's a very high rating, Justin.
This was the
highest rating ever.
What was the nutritional facts?
I thought it was like really cool that it was like kind of original. It was almost felt like the Blob if it was in like a yogurt container, which is wicked weird. And I liked all like the corporate greed and the consumerism undertones of this movie. But overall, kind of think it was lacking something. And honestly, it didn't feel like too much like a horror. I don't know. It felt like almost like a weird dark. I'm not quite sure. I did not love this one. I wanted to love this. I mean, it's got a cool looking poster, and I love the 80s. It's my favorite thing ever. But honestly, I give this thing a 5.3 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Because I just think this is lacking, and I feel like you guys, after the last episode, have given me a lot of shit about The Burning. I feel like you both probably owe me an apology because it's a great slasher. And
I gotta say, dude, I honestly believe that, not to interrupt you, but
yeah,
I think the stuff was a lot better than The Burning, to be honest with you.
All right, Waterboy, take it away. What do you?
No. Can I go? Can I go?
Yes, go ahead, Sean.
Because I'm gonna give Waterboy some time to look up some fun facts since this is his movie.
Yeah, he probably has none.
And we know he ain't got none.
Nothing.
I got fun facts, dude.
All right, I'm gonna read this verbatim, so bear with me. Yes, there is a bear with me, Waterboy, but I have no idea what the fuck I just watched. Mo plays his part perfectly, I think. Everyone else seems like they're sitcom actors trying to be serious. The dialogue, especially from supporting cast members, is god-awful and makes no sense and has zero context behind it. Justin, you told me this was a slow burn like The Burning. Well, it wasn't. It was just like listening to a person tell you a story that has no end and you have a hard time following along. I would like to recant my previous rating of The Burning from a full 0.8 to a solid 6 because I did rewatch that, and I gave it the patience it deserves for the time frame it came out. Using that same mindset, as for the stuff, I gave this multiple rewatches because we did have a little extra time to watch.
Sorry.
And I tried to understand it more, and I still don't. I then took into consideration the era that it came out, the movies around it, the wacky ass dieting fad that was happening in the 80s at the time, everything, the messages this movie might have been trying to push. And I went from I don't know what the fuck I just watched 4 to a solid 5.9. I like The Burning more than this, so therefore I will not rate it higher than The Burning. After adjusting the way I've been watching 80s classics, thanks to Justin telling me to, focus on the time frame and not compare it to shit that we've watched modern day, I can appreciate both these films for what they are. And I'm actually currently have The Stuff and The Burning on order from Amazon.
Oh, hell yeah.
All
dude.
right, let's go.
So it has changed my mind to trying to watch these from a different perspective.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I was kind of warning. That's what I was like trying to warn you guys about The Burning, because I was like, we've been watching a lot of like newer stuff.
Yeah.
And like I'm obsessed with 80 slashes. So I mean, I remember like those early ones. I
Took a
know
step
like the
back.
pacing issues and stuff, but yeah, this one I still couldn't get behind. This one just didn't. This one wasn't
vibe
really
with
it.
you.
But
Does this stuff doesn't do it for you?
it does
Yeah.
not. But
You
Wow.
want
Go
some
ahead,
other stuff?
Waterboy.
What kind of stuff does do it for you?
Look, we don't need it. We don't. Look, so let's just
all right.
I'm a simple man. I'm easily amused.
Justin's just a teddy
I'm
bear,
easily-
and he's already
I'm-
stuffed.
Dude,
Yeah.
I get excited very easily.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
Why?
This is why I told you you can't eat yogurt or ice
You're
cream
right,
in this
you're right.
podcast.
And I just
I'm just looking out for your best interest.
And I meant about life. Like you gotta just. I'm not done talking. Go ahead, you talk.
Okay. So
Just try to cover your mouth with your shirt.
I did. That was I almost like this, and I still did. Son of a
All right.
bitch! How did you?
Bow tie looks like a mustache.
so the burning, it was way too slow for me. It did still have the good kills. This wasn't a slow burn, although it didn't really make sense. It had, I don't know, just more in there. Not enough to score it high, though. I will say that this movie was also equally horrible in its own way. So I forget what I actually rated the other movie in.
I forget what I actually rated it. I think you gave it like
the burning.
I think
anyway,
I was the lowest. I think you gave it like a 5 point something.
So I'm gonna do
I thought it was
the
like a
sort of
four- I thought it was
reverse
like a
Sean. So
4.8.
I'm gonna go a little bit higher on this one than the burning, but not by much. Whatever that was, go a point above that. But
I'm not going back and looking at it, dude. Give us a fucking rating.
I'm gonna five
What the
point
fuck?
The burning is so
5.6.
fucking good.
5.6. I'm gonna give this movie. And honestly, I think one of the biggest things with this is like, I would have loved to know where the stuff came from. Like, what was the origin of it?
They showed you.
No, I mean like yeah, but like what is
So
it?
you're gonna question where the stuff came from inside the earth, and not
Yes.
give us the satisfaction of like a decent explanation on your rating for this movie, but you're gonna make me and Justin suffer
Yes.
through the fucking thaw
Yes.
and where that shit came from.
And
Well,
you still take a shot at the fucking burning?
Well, that made sense because it was a thawed mammoth that had a parasite inside of it that got released after it had thawed. This
All right, so maybe
is-
this is just a bunch of dinosaur just with parasites.
This movie just wasn't.
There
it.
you
It
go.
was not
There
it.
you go.
It wasn't even a horror movie.
You heard
was
it
a
here,
dark
folks.
comedy.
The
this is
stuff.
a dark comedy.
Dinosaur jizz with
It
parasites.
was. This was an '80s horror comedy. That's exactly
about
what it was.
Dark comedy about consumerism and corporate greed.
All right. You
I
know
would
what? I'm-
actually love to see this remade.
I wanna see-
today, and instead of the stuff, it's like Ben and Jerry's.
I really want to do horror comedies, but older ones. So let's do Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
What's happening?
It's
All right,
what?
let's focus back on. Let's do
Yeah,
some fun
dude.
facts.
Yeah, give us some fun facts.
What is
So
half?
Chocolate Chip Charlie was actually inspired by the brand of Famous Amos cookies. I don't know if you guys knew that, but now you do.
I definitely just snorted.
You like cookies there? All right. So this movie actually did premiere. Oh god, I'm about to puke.
Jesus Christ! Did you eat too much of the stuff before this?
No, dude, I fucking had like 7 pieces of Pizza Hut pizza right before we recorded this. Dude,
That's disgusting, and I'm 300 pounds.
dude I weigh fucking 189, bro. I'm on a fucking Adderall binge of fucking energy drinks, man.
As he sucks down a rain.
8 o'clock. Dude, it's not even funny me doing these rants anymore. What is wrong with you? Oh, Waterboy, I can't fucking sleep. Don't make me do it again. It's not fun for me. It's too easy. Waterboy, do you have to work tomorrow? You're gonna be up till like 2 a.m. and then be like, oh,
No.
I have anxiety. Oh my god, I don't know why I can't sleep. I ate 7 pieces of pizza at 300 milligrams at 8 p.m. Oh my god, how am I ever gonna get better? Ah!
It's
My
it's
bad.
a stop line the stuff, dude. Honestly.
Don't worry, dude. He'll have a melatonin before he goes to
Yeah,
bed.
then,
Yeah.
oh, even the melatonin didn't
What?
work.
Oh, God.
Oh,
why am I waking up so groggy, man?
yeah, man. Oh. All right, my bad. Continue.
Okay. This is one of Rupert Grint's favorite films. Okay. Whew. All right. So the brothers in the movie, Jason and his brother, of course, are played. They're real life brothers outside this movie, which I mean you could sort of see that. But yeah, nah, and the stuff was based. Just stop.
I'm sorry. You're like,
Dude, I can't, dude. I'm fucking checking out, dude.
you're struggling so bad. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing with you.
No, it's okay.
We gotta be a good product up there. Sorry.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up.
All right, Sean, do you have any fun? Sean, do you have any fun facts?
Not really, because everything I was looking up for is like a
6
mountain of
paragraphs
paragraphs long. Yeah, there is a lot of shit on this movie, but there's like little ones. Like David Mo Rutherford tells Chocolate Chip Charlie that to contact Hobbs, an agent, like from the FBI, and whatever he said was it was after Frank Herbert, who's an American science fiction writer who wrote the novel Dune. Did you know Carla Peller reprises her role in a parody of Wendy's Where's the Beef advertisements and instead asks Where's the stuff?
Let's go.
Where's the stuff?
All right, Justin, you got anything?
I do. I got some interesting ones. Did you know that Patrick Dempsey was an uncredited stuff buyer in this movie, and it was his first ever film credit? Did you know that? Patrick Dempsey, like he wasn't even.
I did not know that.
He was an uncredited purchaser, just in the store of buying the stuff, along with your actress Mira Sorvino. It was also her debut as an uncredited factory worker. So we got two different people stuffed in there as kind of like extras.
Hey, stuffed in there.
Oh man, I'm clever when I don't even mean to be. And a lot of the white stuff was yogurt. Sometimes it was Haagen-Dazs ice cream. They had it different foam mixed with fire extinguisher foam, and sometimes pureed fish bones. I
was gonna say I read one about the fish bones.
That was so disgusting. Many people would have to try. Dude, I don't know why they did that.
They would shoot it and then immediately run to like go take a shower.
Yeah, I had to shower the stuff off. It was so disgusting. And I don't know if Sean didn't know this and he made the comparison, my mind is gonna be blown. The thing you mentioned about Johnny Depp, like, do you actually know that's the exact room that was from Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, dude, I had no idea. No idea. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, I have it written down. Like the fact that he said that, I almost burnt the fun fact, but he didn't say it. It was the same room that the stuff that comes out in the mattress and pillows as Nightmare on Elm Street that Johnny Depp got sucked in and the blood shot out. That was the room. Awesome. It's literally on there, which was kind of insane that you said that. I was like, wait, I thought that you were just like burning a fun fact, but that's kind of wild.
Dude. When I was doing my notes and I watched that scene, I was like, where do I know this from? It was another one of those like I've seen this before. Where have I seen it?
Thoroughly impressed by that. That was fucking incredible. I like the tagline was habit forming, mind controlling, life absorbing. You can never get enough of the stuff.
Taco Bell.
And then this is a cool one. I actually remember because I don't watch like almost any TV shows like at all. Besides, I actually do watch Stranger Things, and in Stranger Things season 3, chapter 7, The Bite. When they were at the Starcourt Mall, they showed what movie was playing, and it actually had playing the stuff. So was in that movie.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good find.
That was a real cool find. And I actually remember when I saw Stranger Things, I remember seeing that. And that's all I got.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
All right. That about wraps it up. Hackstep / join us next week as we continue on this 80s hype train to Night of the Comet. Let's go. I'm Mackie. This dude over here, that's Stabby.
Just
this guy down there coming in early, a little premature, one might say.
A little premature, but it's okay because he's loved anyway.
Dude, it happens to everyone. Just Justin.
You're having a good time. You should be happy. You should be happy it's happening because it just means you're very attractive.
All right, cut. We're over.
We're done.